Wow. Um, that was very informative. Great job, guys. You did a really good job. Me personally, other than the dream I was explaining that I had with the black eyed child, in the dream, she was pale, you know, long white hair, wearing a long white gown that dragged the floor. She glided across the floor. I never saw any feet, but I think she kind of had her hands like this or something, and her eyes were black as night. I mean, there were no irises, there was no white, there was nothing, and she just glided right past me in this dream, and I'm glad she didn't see me. Um, I didn't feel threatened though. It was weird. And then it's like she was headed toward an eastwardly direction. So I was started going west, automatic. The room was pure white. I noticed some seats on my left, and there was at least 3 garbage bags full of lavender. I have no idea what that was all about. She didn't speak to me or anything. Thank goddess. But it was weird, and it was only the one dream. I never, excuse me, had any other experiences with what would be my stomach considered black-eyed children. Um, I think personally that they are soulless, demonic creatures that are drawn to our light and our life force as humans, and they know the vulnerabilities of humans. They know that humans are suckers for what at first appears to be innocent children. Out at night, in the middle of nowhere, I mean, just too many creep factors flying around. Um, I don't ever want to draw the energy of any of them to me or anyone I love and care about, because I don't feel that there is anything good about them. But then there's a part of me that wonders how they would respond or react if you said to one, "What are you? Why are you here? What do you want? Don't take another step closer. You are not invited into my home. You are not permitted to show yourself to me. I don't like the way you feel. Please leave. In Jesus' name, please leave." I mean, it would be it would be just it would be like a living nightmare. It's man, that's crazy. Better check this thing, make sure. Yeah, it still has cold water. My voice is still cracking. I apologize, but I have used it like way too much the past couple of days and or weeks actually. So I'm trying to recoup a little bit. So I may talk a little softer just because it's easier on my vocal cords. Um, but the 3 main questions on most people's minds are, in my opinion, what are they? Why are they here? What do they want? What is their purpose? Why do they exist? Um, because I cannot, for the life of me, think of a single reason that they should be allowed to exist other than as a balance to the light. But that doesn't mean that I ever want to encounter one again, because I don't. I would never summon one. I would never go anywhere that they had been seen, especially at night. And especially if it was a cold night and it was damp and dark and, rain falling down, like they said, that seems to be the weather conditions that evolve or revolve around these. I call them black-eyed demons. There's no humanity about them. They want our light. They want our souls. So I think they're hungry, and we're like dinner to them, and that's what I was saying when I was on the live stream with Wolf Paranormal a few minutes ago, that I think I didn't say these exact words, but I am now. I think they're hungry. And we're dinner, So I hope that no one ever does let them in their home, because it feels to me like it would not be a price worth paying. And if there's black-eyed children, then what would be the counterpart of that? That's a question that maybe people don't really think about. What would be the counterpart of the black-eyed children? It would have to be a positive force that was of the light. Very interesting thought. What would be the counterpart of the black-eyed children? What would be their opposite? So that you could maybe at least see some kind of a balance that way. But even then, I wouldn't. If the counterparts exist, I would think that they would be primarily good, that they would be safe, but they wouldn't have pale skin, they wouldn't wear dark clothing, and they wouldn't be between the ages of 6 and 16, sometimes male, sometimes female, sometimes both. And it's creepy. It really is. And this close to Halloween and Maybon's in like 2 days. I need to get on Facebook tomorrow and see if anybody's going to show up that I have invited for my Maybon ceremony. Mostly Winding Road Coven, because I do have a lot of friends in that coven. I myself am not a member, but always have considered myself one. But I almost never see them. Excuse me. And very rarely will they invite me to a ritual or something. So, good job, Wolf Paranormal. Good job, Holly, Paul, Shay. It was a good live stream, and it was very enjoyable. And at least there was only 4 of us, so you could actually talk with each other, and that was kind of nice. Be careful, Holly, wherever you're next going. Get back safe. Be careful when you go. And may the light of the Lord be with you and keep you safe and protected, as well as the goddess and God. Of love and light and helpfulness. I don't know much else to say about the phenomena myself, because like I said, the dream experience that I had, I was like the observer, but I still to this day don't understand why I in particular was meant to see it. It was wild. but I didn't feel fear. See, that's weird to me. I'm grateful, but I didn't feel fear. I didn't feel threatened by it or anything. She just glided right by me, just floated right by me like she was in despair and like I wasn't even there. So I just said, okay, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to very quietly, slowly, politely walk the other direction and get out of here as fast as I can without the semblance of just literally breaking out and running. And what was with the lavender? I don't get it, you know? It's weird. But anyway, I guess I'm going to make this a short one. It's getting late. It's 20 to 11, and I don't want to be up till 20 till 2 in the morning again. Even though it was fun doing it for the reason I did, I'm very grateful that Holly talked to me as long as she did. And that means the world to me because she's the first YouTuber that has. So that's kind of nice to be acknowledged, you know. So blessed be all. Love you. Peace. And may the God and Goddess of love and light ever watch over us. Blessed be, and good night. This is Janelle's Paranormal, signing off. Let's get spookified.